Yo everyone, welcome back to the channel. Gonna be some more Oblast streaking today because I don't know what else to do. uh, but yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I think this is that one road. Should be A-type antenna if I'm... Oh wait, blurred. Wait, yeah, no, it's the same. It's the same road, but I just thought it was a different antenna. But yeah, okay, so we've got like short foliage. We don't have any like proper tall trees. But we've got like, I mean, it looks like we've got like a birch, maybe. So not thinking south, but then also just like the way the hills are, like that with the vegetation on them doesn't really make that much sense for south. So then with like relatively flat, except for hills to the north, and then dry-ish vegetation with this kind of a road. I associate this road with like Samara Ulyanovsk, and I kind of thought it was this road, which would make sense. And then the hills north would be like along this here, I guess. Uh, okay. I mean, okay, the hills north are along this river, but again, same thing. Uh, but yeah, just like flat, kind of dry, so then just southern Samara. Okay, speaking of flat and kind of dry, Kushbag, like, how do you pronounce that? Oh, so E, I thought that was a B. Wait, is it? I think that's an E. Kushyajav, okay. Okay, anyway, it's fairly flat. It's relatively dry. We've got oak trees. That is a birch tree, but I'm gonna assume it's planted. And then we've got sunflowers, and every other tree looks pretty southern to me. So I'm gonna assume it's just a planted birch tree. There's only one of them. We've got poplars as well, so makes sense for south. And then with long antenna, gonna go Krasnodar or Adigea because there's not much long antenna in the rest that isn't urban. And even when, yeah, even when it's urban, it doesn't go that far east. And then, I mean, that's actually like a big place, but yeah, I mean, there goes the Oblast streak. Kind of unlucky. Okay, we've got cool road here. We've got no outer lines on the road, and we're going through mountains. So with the no outer lines, we should be on this road. The other roads often have no road lines at all. Well, not often, but they can have no road lines. So when they've got no road lines, the no outer line thing doesn't apply. But when there is a road line on the other roads, there will be outer lines. As far as I'm aware, like 99%. And then this feels fairly dry, just like this cliff face. So probably thinking this side of the border, but not really sure. But yeah. We've got white brick, uh, fairly green coverage, but no like northern trees, everything pretty shorter vegetation, and then just the white brick is quite Dagestan. And then, yeah, I mean, could be Grozny as well with white brick, but it's Gen 4, so it can't be Grozny. So then, we don't see mountains, but it feels like a big city, so I'm a little bit confused. Maybe it's here, or something else. Okay. Wasn't even that big, but Kuznetsovskoye, yeah. Okay, red car here. We've got a million birch trees, and it's like early May coverage, and we've got dark soil on like an unpaved road. So everything kind of fits for Kemerovo. It's a little bit flat for Kemerovo, but yeah, that's always possible. And it looks like we've got hills in the distance, so yeah, all that makes sense for Kemerovo. And then the earlier in May the coverage is, the further north you go. So yeah, it's a nice plank. Basically, nearest road is the 5k. Decent game here. If I scan for this and this, well, not this because I wasn't gonna get that, but yeah, nice game. Free Oblast streak. Okay, here we've got no road lines, so the outer lines does not apply. Because the outer lines, the no outer lines would put us on this road, but we're also driving east, which can't be this road because this road drives west. And then just with the angle, I guess, and with the distance from the mountains and everything, should be this road. And then, yeah, we don't have like the clouds and stuff for the other road. Nice round one. Oh, we've got a dog. The tail has like a glitch on it. That's funny. A nice dog though. Unfortunately, not a nice location because it is urban in Gen 4 winter, which is always pain and agony. It's fairly hilly. It's like winter coverage, but it's not snowy. And hmm. Volgogradsky. Well, I mean, that does help for sure. Yeah. We take those. Any information you can get on an urban rent, you just take it. Okay. Relatively southern vegetation, no like tall pines, no real tall birches or coniferous trees in general. And then tilted left, it looks like. So I guess you just go Krasnodar or Belgorod with that. Uh, Somewhat hilly landscape, even though we don't see much of it. We can kind of tell it's somewhat hilly at least. So yeah, all that checks out for Belgorod, and then I guess Belgorod has a smudge as well. Yeah, which you can only see on the very hand few locations that are actually sunny in Belgorod. But again, we've got tilted left, so it's not really necessary, but it's a nice extra confirmation. Okay, railway to the north. Hmm. What's that massive building there? Okay, well, we've got very short vegetation. The grass feels very cold. And then it's Redcar, so thinking Yamalo or Cantimansi. I kind of thought this was Yamalo, but I don't really have a good explanation for that. And it might not be. But it should be one of the two, but this feels super north. This doesn't feel as north, I guess, but is that a river or something? I don't know, there's construction going on. I'm gonna try Yamalo, we're only on 6, but Novi Orangoi maybe? I mean, I don't think it's Novi Orangoi. Pangodi's not gonna line up, is it? Yeah, Pangodi is not gonna line up. Does Nadim line up? Nadim does not line up. I don't think it's Salakard. Is it Orangoi? Orangoi is the closest to lining up, but it doesn't really. I'm just gonna send, and if it's Canty, then it's unlucky. It was Novi Orangoi. Why did I not think it was Novi Orangoi? I had a reason, because I didn't even zoom into it, right? I just didn't think it was there for some reason. I guess it's a massive city, so then, yeah. Okay, this is kind of a hilly lock. Like we have slight elevation. And then we're same short trees, red car. So again, thinking Canty or Yamalo. The elevation might point you towards Salicard. And then we've got a river southwest, which is slightly suspicious, but I guess right here somewhere. I mean, I'm gonna try that. I mean, same road, but different part of the road. Nice 24k. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why I didn't check Novi Orangoi when it's like, I don't know. But I'm not gonna 5k the Belgrade anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, another nice game. But a relatively nice seed as well. I can't tell what antenna that is. I think it's C-type. Do we have any smudges? We do not. Okay. Huh. We've got hogweed, which is interesting. And then, Yeah, no, it's definitely C-type then. Hogweed. I don't think the soil feels super like Piskov area. Uh, I saw purple flowers here, but I don't think they're like Vladimir Ivanova flowers. So I guess like a Tver or something is feeling best because the soil isn't very Piskov. Could it be Vologda? No, I don't think so. Like the road doesn't feel nice enough for Vologda. So I guess it's Tver or Moscow, but again, the road doesn't feel that nice for Moscow. Maybe it's Novgorod? I feel like it's one of the roads like east up here. Like east of the yellow roads. But that could be like here in Novgorod. Oh. Okay, so we've swapped to this. And if it's wrong, then that's unlucky. It does curve the right way though, no? How straight is it? I can't tell where the road goes there, but I'm just gonna try this, and if it's something else, unlucky. Okay, it's the other road that's east of this yellow road. Yeah. So, like, I mean, there's not much coverage west of the roads in either oblast, but I just know the two roads that it could be. So then I can discount them. But yeah, it's just C-type, it's forested. And yeah, like, the roads here are nicer when it's not May coverage. Because the 2018 coverage is on very nice roads. Okay, Berry B, with this vegetation and how big the mountains are, you just have to go Krasnodar, I think. Like, Mediterranean vibe almost. Just these hills, like, if you showed me, like, I mean, without the houses and the poles, if you showed me those hills, I could consider Croatia or something. And then the foliage just feels super southern. And then very B-type when you're south should be somewhere in Krasnodar. Not really sure of where. Maybe here, I guess. Yeah, so we were looking at these hills and we were on these hills, I guess. Okay. Jewish Autonomous Oblast, we've got the like overcast, like foggy coverage, and we're driving east. And then we've got too many birch trees to be the foggy roads in Primorsky. So then, yeah, and then with the fogginess, we're west of Birobidjan somewhere. Not on the nicest of scores, so I'll just, that was scary. So I'll just send. I hope the border is right. Yeah. I mean, this should be correct, but this, yeah. Yeah, okay. We'll say that's an oblast streak for sure. Okay, immediately it's tilted left and it's fall coverage. But I am slightly scared. Okay, could we see the same smudges? I guess it's ever so slightly too cloudy. I think they're that direction. But I don't see them. Okay. Well, it looks pretty tilted left to me. It kind of looks like Megalong as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So not Megalong. I mean, I think I started counting too much from the bottom, but again, it won't be Megalong because I think I definitely didn't forget 4. I think I forgot 2 from the bottom, which would put us at 15 and not 17, 18. Okay. I mean, like, it's August, September coverage. It's tilted left. The trees almost look Kaliningrad, but I don't think the houses feel very Kaliningrad. There's a railway. So technically, maybe 5K-able, hypothetically. But I think you just go Belgrade here, and if it's not Belgrade, it's just unlucky. It is kind of flat for Belgrade, so maybe thinking like downtown the city or like south of the city. I'm just gonna briefly follow the railway line for like a second. Do we see like 2 lines? Yeah, and they diverge into 2 that go separately, and then we see a train as well. Okay. I mean, like, this is good enough for me. I mean, I don't see the 5K, but I'm gonna send, and it's Bryansk. Yeah, I mean, that is the other option, I guess. But it looked too tilted left for me to not go. But again, this is why you don't trust tilted antennas, kids. I mean, it still looks fairly tilted. But yeah, that's tough. And again, maybe it's too flat for downtown Belgrade. But like, you do get flatness here sometimes. Like, let's click the railway I clicked on. If I could find it. Yeah, OSM, best way to find railways. Like, okay, well. I mean, I guess you can tell there's elevation in places for sure, but like here it's pretty flat. Crazy how different Gen 4 winter makes things look. But yeah, I mean, I felt kind of off for Belgrade, but I wasn't gonna send something else. But yeah, I mean, that's tough. Let's just continue and see what it would have been. Okay, well, we got unofficial coverage, so we're not supposed to guess this, I suppose. What was the dog van or dogs fan? Was that the Voronezh guy? I think that was the Voronezh guy. Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, that's a crazy, crazy meta. There's like three main, like, unofficial drivers in Russia. One of them's in Voronezh, one of them's in Kirov, and then the other guy did like all of the north stuff. And then that's the Voronezh guy. I don't like know the names exactly, but like it looked like more Voronezh than Kirov or something. So yeah, okay. Let's just keep going, but again, I don't think you're supposed to guess those for streaks. So then Andreevsky, and it says like something Korver or something. Andreevsky. I should be marking down with the haze and the lurches. I don't see an Andreevsky. It's paved, so it's going to be somewhat close to the coast, I suppose. I still don't see an Andreevsky. I'm yet to see an Andreevsky. Okay. I mean, it should be fairly close to the coast. I wanted to say about that or I mean, I guess it's just like a POI and it's not a town name. So maybe I can find it, but I'm not gonna be. I mean, they both start with car. That's good enough for me. Oh, it's really that road. It kind of makes sense right before it gets unpaved, but yeah, not finding the town anyway. But yeah, I felt kind of coastal with the trees as well. I think you go Krasnodar, just short, dry vegetation. Long antenna coverage. Do we have northeastern Krasnodar smudge? We do not. So then maybe thinking elsewhere in Krasnodar. And fruit trees, and it's just very flat. So then Krasnodar makes sense. Not Adigia this time, luckily. Okay. So then Geoguessr Autonomous with the after rain coverage, and then super dark soil, and then white car and driving east. So all that checks out. So click here, I guess. So yeah, the after rain is like east of the city, and then yeah. Okay. It's A-type and not tilted, yeah? I think so. So, do you ever go Leningrad? Or do you just go Kaluga? I feel like it's like kind of north. Like darker soil, maybe. I don't see any like proper Baltic pines, which is a little bit concerning, but I still think it feels more north than Kaluga, which should be the other guess. Okay, nice. Yeah, it kind of looks like Vologda, so border road to Vologda makes sense. And that also explains why we've got no Baltic pines, because it's as far away from the Baltic pines as possible. But yeah, the A-type, but it felt too north for this A-type, so then you have to go Leningrad or Karelia, because it's not going to be Orenburg or Samara with the trees, and it's not going to be Krasnodar with the trees either. Okay, we have May coverage, so again, antenna will basically guarantee the oblast most of the time. Except when it's tilted. That's the one time, that's the one hard antenna for May coverage. But yeah, not fully grown trees. And then we've got May coverage with short antenna. So then with tilted antenna. So then it's this area northwest of Moscow. So starting from this part of Moscow, and then Tver, Novgorod, Pskov, and St. Petersburg, Leningrad all have it. And then with this soil, it doesn't feel very Pskov, which has like orangey pinkier soil. And then the hilliness is a bit more Tver, but last time I said that in a previous video, I think, it was here on the border. So I'm going to try here on the border. And it was here on the border. So maybe that's like the hilliest area with the May coverage. But I know Tver is quite hilly, but Tver just got a lot of jump 4 on those kind of small roads. So Novgorod is just more likely. I haven't lost the streak since we got Belgrade Bryansk, right? So that would be 17, or would it be 16 or 18? It's 17 plus or minus 1. Okay. It's C-type. It's somewhat hilly in the distance, rolling agricultural hills. Vegetation feels somewhat southern. We've got fall coverage as well, but we've got birch trees, but they're a little bit shorter, so maybe thinking a bit of a drier climate. And then east-west road, I kind of just thought it would be this road. But that's just kind of angle guessing, I suppose, with the slight dryness, so maybe here. And that's a nice plonk. But yeah, it was like slightly dry with how the trees felt like kind of not grown properly. and then east-west, so then that with C-type. Okay, Ulica Storchivnaya. That's a pronunciation, I'm sure. Can I please have a city name? I've gotten 3 urban Yamalo Kanti 50/50 so far. And no, that just says the street name again, right? Wait, Sportivnaya, yeah. I can't read anything here. Oh, Dejda. Oh, Bub. Oh, Bub. I mean, it feels... It doesn't feel that north. I mean, this looked very north. Wait. But this didn't look very north. But again, most of those streets are blocked by buildings. This feels very north, so I guess I trust that. Yeah, okay. And then it's sunset, so maybe you go Pangodi this time, or Tarko Saleh. Don't really know. Something like that. Where it curves like up like that, but we don't see another off-road, which we'd be looking for here. I don't see the 5K, but now it's Korchetievo. Sure. It looks like white hair, but I think that's just the sun shining on black hair. Because it feels too dry to be anything with white hair. Wait, this has a smudge? Okay, sure. I think it's Astrakhan. It's not blurred antenna. So then, with how dry it is, I think it's just Astrakhan, because with blurred antenna, you could maybe see a Volgograd or an Orenburg, but with the dryness, I think you just go Astrakhan. And yeah, could it be Volgograd? Does it feel... I almost go Volgograd here. It's a bit hillier, which makes sense. We're on 7. Do I really send Spill, or the equivalent of Spill? Town to the south like that, and then, I mean, I'm not fucking this road, am I? Yeah. I kind of want to send Volgograd. Like, it doesn't feel super dry. And it is sunny, which makes sense. Wait, it was white car. Wait. Wait, what? Really? I guess that's why I didn't feel as dry as I thought it was. But this is about as dry as the white car gets. Like, it's as far as southeastern Rostov as you can go. And that might be why there was a smudge, which I didn't think existed in this coverage. Let me just take a look at this coverage real quick. Does this have smudge here? No. Okay, well, that's a meta, I suppose. So 2014 Rostov smudge. I guess it looks drier here. But again, this is still overcast, and then this is the white car, yeah. Yeah, oops. But yeah, I mean, I knew it didn't look Astrakhan dry, so I went Volgograd, but I guess it was just Rostov dry somehow. But yeah, that would have been the end of the streak, because I don't think I would have realized that it was white car. Okay. Cool location here. Is it May coverage ever? I mean, is it Irkutsk, or is it Chita? I feel like this mountain to the south could be like these mountains here, which would make sense with like a main road and then looking to the south, and then city to the west on like a main road, so maybe like here or something. Might just try that. I mean, it doesn't curve correctly though. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Yeah, that was better. But yeah, it was just like the hills reminded me of Irkutsk, and then I mean there was probably Asian cars, but I didn't look for them. Blurred antenna. Please give me a city name. Mangal, no clue. Just, no, wait. I thought that was Kavkaz, but it's Kazajkaz or something, I don't know. Houses feel Grozny Dagestan. And it's Gen 3, which is kind of rare for Dagestan. So I guess you go Grozny. It's sunny. And then, yeah, we've got mountains south, I think. Or are they clouds? I don't really know. I think it's Grozny. but I'm not certain on this one. Could it be like this area, maybe? I don't really see the 5K, though. So maybe it's not, and maybe they're not mountains south, but I thought we were here. Would this be? No, this wouldn't be divided, but I'm going to just send Grozny anyway. And it is Nalchik. Oh, it's the main road. Ah. I mean, that's tough without Gen 4. But yeah. Maybe the houses weren't very, very Grozny, but they felt Grozny enough to send. C-type. It's fairly forested in the distance, but not very forested close up. But again, it's such a main road that it's like not always trustworthy. Huh. What is this? Like it's C-type and it's sunny, so you're immediately thinking of Vologda. But it doesn't feel like this area in Vologda, which it would have to be. So do you go Ryazan or something? It's very hilly, which, I mean, Vologda is quite hilly. But main road, a lot of cars. No, I think you go in North Ryazan. Maybe I'm trolling, but like this road. Yeah, I mean, this looks decent, right? Oh, it's Tula, okay. Yeah, but it's like as you're approaching like where the forest starts coming in. So yeah, it wasn't forested enough for like up there. And it's probably a little bit too hilly for up there as well, but not fully certain of that fact. Okay, we've got this foggy overcast coverage and it's white car, so it should be Saka. Doesn't really have like the same Magadan fog, and then the mountains also don't feel as Magadan. But maybe they're like these mountains here or something. Just gonna send that in, and it's these mountains here instead. But same thing. Okay, now we've got Magadan fog, and like the road is more Magadan, and yeah, feels a bit colder as well. Wait, where's the coldest town in the world? Yeah, this is the coldest city or town in the world, I think. Maybe this translates to cold or something. Kholod kind of sounds like cold. But yeah, very cold in Magadan. Even though that one is in Saka, I think, right? Yeah, it's in Saka. Okay. We got Silver Car, which, even though the antenna is blurred, I'm going to assume it's Silver Car because it's slightly tilted to the right and it's got a big brake light and looks like a little bit lighter than black. But silver versus white car, it would be B-type instead of A-type, but I can't see the top of the antenna, so I can't decide which one it is. And then it doesn't feel dry like most of where silver car is, so I guess you go Tula, and the only other option would be like northwestern Volgograd or like western Saratov, but I don't think it's dry enough for there. Wait. Yeah, no, I don't think it's south, right? Maybe trolling. Okay, yeah, just Tula. Yeah, I mean, like with silver car, you either go Tula, you go Volgograd, you go Saratov, or you go like Krasnodar, Astrakhan, Lista, Stavropol, Adygea, but again, it just didn't feel dry enough to go there, so you can confidently send, what's it called? This is, I think this is Saka, but it's a little bit weird on NPC. Yeah, it looks like we've got white car, and just the way the trees are, they're not lurches, but they just look weird. And then fine, relatively swampy field, but it's not the most obvious Saka, so maybe it isn't Saka. But yeah, I think it's Saka. And then sun is setting to the west, so maybe thinking like over here or something. Sunset there? Wait, maybe I forgot the meta, or maybe it wasn't proper sunset. Bashneft, so maybe thinking near Bashkortostan. We've got the double smudge with B-type, which I don't think can be Bashkortostan. So, but you can surround it. So you could go Orenburg, Orsk, Magnitogorsk, Chelyabinsk with that, but not Bashkortostan itself unless there's spill. But yeah, not really sure on this one. Magnit Surely Magnitogorsk, even though Magnit is just a shop. Oh, we've got all this here. Komlana Staleporomavshaya. Shania. How is there nothing useful here? Facet, maternal, maternal, or no, material. Yeah, that makes more sense. Why would I say maternal? It feels kind of flat. So maybe Chelyabinsk is better. But it's urban, so I'm not really sure. Troitsk, boom. And it's just Orenburg, but it's kind of hard about Gen 4. But the other cities in Orenburg are a bit hillier. But yeah, it's urban, so it's always going to be tough. Yeah, gonna take a slight break. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I am back. Let's continue. Just consumed some water, which I may as well cut for because why not? Augusty coverage, yellowy leaves. Interesting camera, which I associate with Novgorod, but it feels a bit too north. Do you go Murmansk here ever? Do we have any like significant rocks? We've got like baby Murmansk flowers, which I might just send Murmansk with. This is gonna be a really bad guess because it's kind of weird for Murmansk, but I think it could be. So we're on 0. I'm just gonna send. It was Murmansk. That's why it's weird, I guess. But nice plonk. Okay. Interesting. I feel like I'm not gonna get close on this location. Unless it's B-type and I'm saved. And we've got that, which does help. Okay. So we've got random mountains east, which does confirm my suspicion, because I thought it was Irkutsk. Just, I don't know. Something about the landscape. Just feels remote. We've got dark soil, and then this is like a very Siberian thing, I feel. Just the way the houses are. That's kind of hard to explain. And then we've got a mountain to the east, which also confirms. We've got a steering wheel. That should be a Japanese car with the steering wheel there. So then that also checks out for east. Where in Irkutsk has a mountain east? I'm trying to remember. Syansk, if I recall, has them. So I guess it's Syansk. The other thought would be like a Kemerovo or like a Eastern Altai Krai, like in a Zarinsk or something. Maybe Zarinsk is good, to be honest, but with the steering wheel, I feel better sending a bit more east. But yeah. Okay, it's just downtown, but these hills here. But the B-type is more common downtown, so I went a bit more north, but yeah. Okay. Blurred antenna, it's fairly flat though, which is in a way is weird for where the rest of blurred is. Soil isn't like maroon, it's like kind of dark, but not super dark. But I think just with the flatness on blurred, you're mainly thinking of Marielle and you're mainly thinking of Ivanovo. So I'm just going to check if Marielle lines up, which it appears to not really be lining up. There's not much coverage here, so that's why I'm kind of scanning in a weird manner, because I know where to and where not to scan. I don't think that's sendable. Yeah, I guess it's just even over then. It's not Marielle. What else could it be? I think it's just too flat to be anything else. Yeah, just even over. I mean, probably could have clicked this because of how good the angle is. But yeah, like these are all like hillier and like usually darker soil, but that soil was like kind of dark, but not very dark. Okay, we've got a single smudge like that on a random divided road. We have yellow outer lines, which maybe point you towards the M4, which is very common to have yellow outer lines, and then fairly dry landscape, shorter tree rows, dry looking trees, and then yeah, I guess Yeah, I guess it's just the M4. Just yellow outer line helps, and then north-south angle roughly. And I guess you go the M4 and Voronezh. We've got like a big interchange there. Or is that a bridge? I can't tell if that goes, it goes up, so it's an interchange, I guess. I'm lazy. And it's just Rostov across the border. Yeah, tough. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be one of those two with B-type antenna, but unlucky. Okay, we've got a very base road here. It's a classic example of 2014 camera. And then it's almost like snow on the grass, like sleet or something. It's weird. But I mean, it's kind of just like knowing where the overcast coverage is with 2014 cam, but it feels kind of north, a lot of birch trees. So maybe thinking more east as well. And then I think it should just be this road, which lines up quite nicely, as you can see. And it was there. But yeah, there's like a little decent bit of overcast 2014 and the Earbit region. Okay, another nice round for high score potentially. Okay, so it won't be blurred antenna, even though it looks quite Mongolian. It's also not B-type antenna, but it's way greener than this road here, I think. And the grass is longer, and the soil is a bit redder, or a bit orangey. Like, you get more maroon soil here. I feel it's a bit more orangey. But yeah, so with that in mind, and with the fact that it's not blurred and we're driving east, it should be this area, which just looks like this. I don't really know what else to say about it. Question of how far south do you go? And I would say about this far south due to the road angle, and it is very straight, so I'm not 5 kinglets without satellite. So let's just click the middle of it, and it's way more south. Yeah, I don't know. There goes the high score, but not much you can do. Interesting language. Red car. I feel like it's not canty. Like, the trees are just too healthy. Unpaved road is a bit weird, but it's also very flat, so Tomsk probably feels best because we don't see any significant mountains. So yeah, I guess it's Tomsk, and then with red car, I guess you just go Asino, and we look for a railway real quick. Railway like that, and then we're like, okay, well, I don't see the 5K, but it's not that, but really, okay. I mean, it's, I guess, yeah, Nizhny Tomsk feels a bit most like Tomsk out of the not Tomsk ones, but it felt a little bit too sight for Surgut. But yeah, there's no like guaranteed meta other than this building looks kind of nice, so maybe it's more Surgut, and then maybe it's Surgut nice car meta. We've got a nice Ford here. But yeah, that's a hard one. It's always gonna be hard when you're urban, but I guess they're kind of short, but like, it definitely couldn't be Yamalo, but I thought it was a little bit too south for Kanti-Bansi, but it's just southern Kanti-Bansi. Okay, this is a very cool road. So it's the fall coverage, but like mountains and then white car, which will put us on this road here. And then since it's sunny, it's like this stretch of the road and not this stretch. So the Artibash Toro track road and not the Choya stretch of the road. And then we're in a town. We're like in between two towns, I guess. And it curves like that. And you see mountains like that. Could it be this? I don't think so. Could it be closer to here? Maybe. I'm just gonna send. Okay. I guess houses don't show up, but you can tell there's buildings there. But yeah, I knew I was gonna be close, but I didn't think it was the 5K. Okay. I think this can be a hard round NMPZ, but I think this is Kamchatka. Just looking for any mountains before I pan around and see any. There you go. Yeah, it's a little bit hard, Kamchatka. Just the trees are kind of short, but then the pavement looks like this. And then it's also like silver car, and not white car, and then it just feels east, and then Yeah, I mean, this is about as hard of a Kamchatka you can get in MPZ, where you're just not seeing any mountains. But yeah, we have them here. And then usually when it doesn't look like Kamchatka, it's Milkovo, or close to it. Are we in the main road of the town? Maybe, I'm just gonna send, I don't know. Okay, right here instead. Makes a bit more sense because we weren't very much in a town, but yeah. Okay. Is it Kaliningrad? Huh. Brake light is kind of big, which in a way that feels Kaliningrad. This house feels kind of Baltic or Polish. So that makes sense. This looks like an oak tree, yeah. And just very flat, so everything kind of checks out for Kaliningrad. It's kind of sunny, but not very sunny. And it's slightly hilly, but not very hilly, so it's... I'm not really sure of the region guess. I'd go a little bit more east than center, but I don't really know. Like, we're on a nice score, so I kind of want to click something that lines up, so I'm just going to click this, but I don't know. And it was this northeast section where it's a little bit sunny and a little bit hilly. But yeah. Okay, another opportunity for high score. We can't beat my PB anymore, but we may as well get a 24.6 or whatever while we're at it, or try to at least. So it's white car, it's very dry coverage. But then the trees that we do have are birch trees, so then with the dryness and the birch trees, with the white car fall coverage and deep fall coverage, you should be on this road, I would think. And then it feels kind of dry, like kind of too dry for this area. So maybe you go closer to Zylevo. So like here maybe. It doesn't fully line up, but I'm going to try it. I know it's this area, but I guess it's a dry patch cope, but yeah. And I was not going to get a high score here. I think it's... What is this? This is weird. I mean, it should be the main red car road because of how wide the road is. It could be Tomsk, I guess. These trees feel way too south for Surgut. Unless it's max south Surgut, but again, not very likely. And then... Yeah, I kind of thought it was just eastern Novosibirsk. Like this area, but it's a very rare area to get. I feel like I've basically never seen this on ABR compared to western Novosibirsk. But the trees remind me of it. And then, yeah, I'm gonna try it, but I'm not really sure. And I was just downtown Novosibirsk, yeah. The pavement just reminded me most of Novosibirsk, but it didn't feel like this area, which is like hillier, and like the forest was just like this weird stuff here. But yeah, it's kind of a hard one to explain. Okay, red car, hazy, looking for Tatarstan pole plates on any of the poles. Don't see them. A little bit of snow, which technically exists in Penza, but it's quite rare. So I guess we go Penza with how many birch trees we have, and then, yeah, haze also somewhat makes sense for Penza. I'm just going to make sure it's not the Saratov bill with the snow. And it doesn't look like it is. So I'll click Penza. Might be a southern Penza. Not really sure. Do we have a bridge? No, but I'm going to send anyway. And it's just western Penza. Yeah, I guess that's hazier, but I didn't think snow was there. Okay, we've got mountain, and then the mountain feels quite Murmansk. The trees are short. We've got Murmansk flowers. So then all that checks out for Murmansk. And then, which mountain is this? I kind of thought it could be these mountains here. Yeah, I probably should click where it lined up, but I forgot what the compass was saying. Okay, Magadan fog. Road checks out, and then, yeah. Almost feels like off-road, but I'm just gonna send. It was off-road. Okay, tilted May coverage. It feels kind of flatter than the last one, so I won't go to the same area. But I think it's Novgorod again. Like, soil doesn't feel Pskov, and then Tver is just rare. And then Leningrad is also rare, so I'm just gonna try Novgorod. And it is nice. And then it's just the west flatter area. I cannot speak today of Novgorod. And then, okay, Baltic pines, I would say. White unpaved road with A-type antenna, kind of rocky. So everything makes sense for Leningrad. Just gonna send it in. And then we've got ferns as well. Thought this area, but what? Wait. Wait. What are these? I swear these are Baltic pines. I mean, to be fair, Bryansk isn't that far away from the Baltics. That is a shocking location. What? I mean, I guess you'd have a mix of birch trees if it was Leningrad. Like, the full pine forest is a little bit weird. So maybe that's something. Uh, but the trees look very Baltic. Wait, maybe that isn't rock. And I guess that's just sand. It's this. So it's not rock, which I guess puts you away from Leningrad slightly, but I'm still going Leningrad here. I was happy because I thought we were going to be on a 10 streak there, but apparently not. I thought it was going to be a nice score as well, but unlucky, I guess. This is a cool round. Unfortunately, it is urban, so we might be unlikely to get this right, although it is B-type. We have front smudge. Ice stadium. Interesting. We have Saransk poles, I think these are. Yeah. And then Drovets, Ladov. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I scammed Saransk. I don't think they're Nizhny poles, but Ice Stadium. Here's Saransk Stadium, which let me just briefly look at. No, it's not Saransk Stadium. Where is Ice Stadium? So start is here, which it said. So we're here. Okay. Cool, I guess. Yeah, I'm Saransk poles. Pretty useful meta. Okay, we've got a very base town here. It should be Kaluchi. Wait. I think it's Kaluchi and Himchaka. You just gotta know the mountains. And then the stark soil, and then the mountains are the distinct thing. So it's like the one off-road up here. Wait, Kaluchi? No, not Kaluchi. Esso is what I meant to say. I think it's Esso, or else it's this one. It kind of lines up better here, I think. And then the mountain makes more sense here as well. Like mountains further away north, close to the south, and then you can see this dip in here, which is this. And then, yeah, I don't think Esso has the exact thing like that. And then we're at where it curves up again. So I guess we're there. I mean, I'm not going to trust the mapping on this. Okay, yeah, I mean, the mapping is a bit questionable, but I just guessed by how far away the mountains and stuff were. Technically a 5K location here, and we are on 10,000, so maybe I'll scan for a little bit. We have B-type, which is helpful. If only this had a town name. Although we do have 2 railway lines, which does help. But again, I don't know how findable this is. All I have is that it's B-type. Because I'm not even sure on the Oblast, so never mind how findable it is. Okay. Would it be Chuvashia, or would it be like Chuvashia, Nizhny, or do you go Yeka here? Or do you go like Ivanovo? I mean, I'm not 5 Kings, I don't think. If I'm not sure if the Oblast is not worth it. Even however nice the start of the seed was. What even was round 1? I forget. Oh, that was the Saransk Stadium, yeah. Which was a cool 1 to 5K. But is that a bird? I think so. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I don't know. I'll just look for a railway in Yeka, and if I don't see one, okay, no, I don't think it's Yeka. I'm too lazy to scan all of Yeka just to not send. I'm gonna send Chuvashia. I thought about it. Maybe I should have scanned it. Because this was like the only scannable one. So why didn't I scan it? Because I was like between that and Chuvashia. Because if we look at this, right, and we go to B-type, this is like the only scannable one. Oh, maybe I should have scanned it. And it had a lot of bridge trees, so it was more north, but it didn't feel east. And then this was so findable. Wait. Okay, maybe it wasn't findable. But this one, I guess I'd still 5k this. Like we have this curve in this, so that's all you need really. Maybe I should have scanned it because it's not much coverage. And it's more rural, so it's gonna be west, so like you literally only have these 3 roads to look at. I'm so dumb. Maybe I should have scanned it. I mean, let's see what the next round would have been. I mean, it's maybe 5kable. It's Corellia. But would I have been able to 5k? I mean, maybe. That's probably not mapped. I'm just gonna send because, yeah. Okay. That would have taken me a while to scan down there. So that would have been hard, and then this, again, I probably could have 5k'd with enough time. If I knew the Oblast, I think it's... I mean, the bushes look kind of Yaka, but everything else looks Chubashia. So I'm gonna click Yaka, because bushes don't lie. Wait, Saransk. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But it was just Kylie. Yeah, it would have taken a while to scan Saransk. So yeah, I mean, that would not have been the 25k seed, but that happens. Do I do 10-second NPC? I guess I do 10-second NPC. The game's lagging a bit, so I'm gonna refresh actually, which will break the state streak script. But you know, it's 10-second NPC, so I'm not gonna be getting many state streaks right anyway. Why is there so many cars? Is this Irkutsk? Or is it Buryatia, like here? Just Cheetah downtown. I mean, yeah, okay. That's tough. No point guessing this location. It feels kind of east, so it's probably not going to be east. But okay, I was trying to click on more, but yeah, I mean, that's hard to get the city urban. Is that C-type May coverage? Do you go like Vladimir here? We'll continue, but C-type again. Does it feel Pskov area or does it Moscow? I think you go Moscow. Was that C-type? No, that's A-type. Oops. Yeah. I mean, looked like Moscow adjacent. Is it May coverage? Do you go Dear Tuli? What is this soil? Or is it Penza like Tambov Lepetsk? Okay, Dear Tuli. There's not much Gen 4. But it just felt like Bash Kurdistan. And we didn't have like Sterilite max soil, but it's just this coverage here. Which all just has like the dark soil. And then the trees are pretty much the same everywhere on it. And then you go Palasovka with how dry it feels, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. You do go Palasovka. And then do you go south or do you go Samara here? I think you go south, but where south do you go? You almost go like here, don't you? It's Rostov. Okay, that's kind of why the coverage is weird for south, I guess. Just September 2018 Rostov, which is hard to... I guess it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I mean, was a pretty good game, to be honest. Like 2 Moscows, but I probably should have clicked downtown here, but I tried to get the Oblast streak. And then that was nice. Yeah, that could have been a nice game. But anyways, Primorsky, and it's foggy, so maybe you go Korea Road. And then northwest angle, I don't really see the 5k. And that's why I don't see the 5k. Okay, unpaved, May coverage, or more. Highway under construction meta. Sun is more west, so a bit further south on the road, probably. Never mind, I was on it. And then... don't know what the antenna is. It feels kind of east. Barnall is like a crazy call here, but maybe. Okay, it was just Irkutsk, but the antenna was wrong. Okay, that was the dilemma. Do I go Irkutsk with a rare antenna? Wait, it's blurred. Wait, okay, so it's free Irkutsk. I thought it was like CA or CB. which would be weird for like max south air coast. Like we had it like a bit further north in air coast, but like it felt a bit south, which is why I went brown all. But the trees just felt vaguely eastern, I guess. Bro, why do I want to go Voronezh 2019 coverage here with how dark the soil is? And then like rolling agricultural hills. Moving on. I feel like it's Saransk. It's B-type sunny. But we're driving west with sun west, which is kind of weird. That's why it's weird, but yeah, okay, sunset there, interesting. Is this that one road in Kostroma with this pavement? Yeah, like here, right? Can I read the compasses correctly? I guess that is just going northwest. I don't know why I thought it was going northeast though. But yeah, it's just like the very wide road, but it's like it looks like a Vologda road with how like spaced out the trees are, but it's very bad pavement, so you go that road in northern Kostroma. Oh my god. What is this? Like Moscow? No, it's too rural for May coverage in Moscow, but I don't know what else to click. Okay, it's about as rural as the May coverage gets in Moscow. What? Is it Krasnodar? Why is it divided? What? Okay, I mean, all I knew is that it felt dry, and it was divided, and I just didn't think of here. But the trees just felt dry, but yeah, I guess Krasnodar is a bit of a wild one. Especially with long antenna on divided, right? But I just forgot that divided exists, but I didn't think of it either. It looks like a North Primorsky, like a Lososavodsk or something, because it doesn't feel like the main road, right? Okay, well, it was the main road, but right region guess nonetheless. Why southwest of Chicha? I can't really think of where this is. Oh, maybe it's the white road here. No, it's bro. I keep clicking the wrong road, but like right next to it. Why did I think that wasn't the main road again? I'm kind of washed. Okay, is this Kamchatka or is this Khabarovsk? Oh, this is so bad. Okay, it was Kamchatka. I thought it might have been this road, which again isn't as big of a road as this road. But okay, crazy score potential. Tilted May coverage. I feel like it looks like the same Novgorod lock, like up here somewhere. Where was that one? Like on this road, but I won't click there because that's a bad hedge. Okay, I mean, that's tough. That's about as much as you can lose on Novgorod. And then it's Sakhalin, which is like my world's worst oblast for getting score on. I do not know how to region guess this. I mean, maybe. Decent. We don't get the 24k, unfortunately, though. But it is kind of hard with Novgorod. Maybe if I click middle of the oblast, then yeah, it works out. But, you know, it could have been downtown, which I thought was more likely. 5 oblast streak. I'm going to continue 10-second MPZ, and if we get to 10, then I'll stop moving. But 23.9 is a nice one. And there goes the oblast streak. Bro, I hate this, bro. Whenever you're like cooking, Russia's just like, nah, here's an urban lock that you're never getting. Yeah, Saratov. I mean, all I knew is it felt slightly dry. But never getting that. Saka feels like Maya, maybe. Southeast angle would make sense for Maya. Bro, I keep clicking the wrong road. What is this coverage? Is this not covered over Tatarstan fall coverage or something? What? Yeah, wait, I'm the go. Okay, because it looked like this road, right? Like, it was this road's coverage, but it was way, 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 way more green. So it was like the October 2014, but it was like way too green for this. So then I was like, okay, it's just this road, but not covered over. I could have 5K'd that, but why is that not covered over? That's kind of crazy. When does it... Wait, I've never seen this not covered over before. Why does that... Okay, I'll check after. Oh, no. I felt like Marielle with the road and the Kazan pines, I guess. Down here, maybe? Or do you... Oh, you go east, don't you? With the soil. Okay. I mean... Kazan pines, true. But I'm not sending downtown Kazan with long antenna, but it's the 2015, which is basically spill. But the soil was a bit more Kazan, which is why I went east, even though I thought it might be here. Decent score though, we'll continue. Omsk or Tomsk. I think this feels more Omsk to me. But again, kind of a hard one. We were just discussing Omsk versus Tomsk in Russia court earlier. And that was Omsk, a little bit north, but I went way too far north. This one is Khabarovsk and not Kamchatka, I think. And then it's like here or something, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. That's a bit further south. Nice game again, 22k. With the worst Omsk region guess of all time. Okay, gave us a nice round. We had this road earlier. And we were right here. Where were we earlier? We were like here, right? Or something? It looks like the exact same lock. Yeah, okay. It was the exact same lock. Or very close to it. Okay. Tinkinsky National Park Ridge, I think. Where I cannot find it. Do you go downtown? We feel kind of close to the mountains though, but what does that mean? Okay, jump chug. Maybe I should click there instead of here. Maybe I should look at the angle, but it's like slightly northwest, but this is like straight north-south. I mean, there's some northwest, but okay. Mountains southeast? Oh no. Is it? Wait, please tell me it's here. Please, 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 please. Does it line up? I don't think so. Damn it, that was the other option. Just down here somewhere, but I thought this nearly lined up, but it's like slightly off the angle. We got the oblast streak though. we somehow managed the oblast streak. That's kind of crazy. Crazy score though. Still on first. Oh no. I think you just go Moscow, and if it's not Moscow, it's just unlucky. Yeah, not much you can do if it's not Moscow. It feels a bit north. Yeah, I knew it felt a bit north. But it's just, yeah, that's kind of the dilemma. Do you go max north Moscow or do you go max south Arkhangelsk? The soil felt a bit more Moscow. But I guess the road is kind of weird for Moscow, but tough. What would round 5 have been? Round 5 would have been Kamchatka, I guess, but is it like down here or something? Why is it like an off-road? Okay, it's that road. But yeah, like just a bunch of random off-road. Oh, that would have been a crazy game though. I mean, it was kind of a free seed though. I mean, 5k, that's nice. That's always gonna be free just with the Mountain Ridge North, and then that's... I could click Velsk maybe, and then that's another 2.5k, so then it's up to 24k. This is the northeastern Rostov town, I think. Veshinskaya. It's kind of rural, which is more southwest, but I'm not going to commit. Yeah, it was there. Bro, this town looks the exact same as this, I swear. Like, maybe I'm coping, but if we go here, like, it looks identical. Maybe I'm coping. Like, but, like, this town just, like, kind of like airdrop trees. But that's cope. Why do we have an Irkutsk pine with Vladimir flowers? I mean, we're just going to trust the Vladimir flowers or Ivanova because it's a bit less forested. Vladimir flowers, they don't like it. And then it's wintry coverage, and then it's Gen 3, so you go here. And then this lines up, I guess, or that may be better. Me clicking the wrong road challenge? Oh god. Is this the Volga River ever? To our south. And south of the Volga River, do you go like here or something? I don't know. I mean, River Streak. Wait, yeah, River Streak. But, you know, it's kind of hard to get the 5k in 10 seconds. Tambov haze, but we've got snow, so never mind, it's not Tambov. I guess you just go Voronezh, because it doesn't feel very Saratov. The Petsk. That's why I look like Tambov, bro. But, I mean... Bro, they should just, like, merge, like, every bordering oblast together like that, like those ones. Oh, god. Is it May coverage? Do you go... It's not Kemerovo, right? You just go, like, Samara, like, late April. Yeah, Samara late April meta goes crazy. Here, we'll do one more until we lose the streak. Jewish Autonomous, I guess. I can't see if those are birch trees or not, but the coverage feels more like Jewish Autonomous. Wait, which way? Okay, I read the compass. Oh, what is sunset is this? Trees feel kind of southern. The road does not feel southern at all. So what do you... Okay, Rostov. Yeah, Rostov is like, I don't know, it feels south, not south. I know I just restarted, but like, we'll ignore that fact. Okay, this is like freebie Western Ulyanov skills. Barish. East-west angle, never mind. I don't know where this is. Okay, just Eastern Tatterston Hills. Okay, I want like one proper game before I end. Okay, I'm just gonna reset. I'm not guessing that. Ryazan water meta, I guess. I feel like you got an absurd amount of water up in this area. Above. I guess it was just a river and not rain. First thought was Fiskov, but I can't think of where the 5k in Fiskov is. So then you go here, I guess. No Oblast Streak, but Road Streak. Average Rusher moment. Very wet road, very flat. Houses look so suspicious. I don't know how I got that. The houses are southern, but I just didn't think it was southern, and then Saratop has southern houses. Moscow, unless I see a Nizhny flower. I do not see any Nizhny. Wait, are those Nizhny flowers on the left? I think they are. Bro, I swear. Okay, I mean, that's a Moscow Nizhny 50-50, but I thought we saw Nizhny flowers, but I guess they're not. They're not, yeah. I don't think they are, but that's what I thought I saw. Top, and we'll just finish the seed. Tatarstan, it feels like, with the hills in the distance to the north, maybe the Volga River hills. Not going Penza there. And then end it with a Primorski with Sun West, and then wait, yeah, why did I go main road? Okay, we're just gonna lose the Oblast streak, and then I'm gonna end. Sun West, what? Why are we, what? Okay, well, huh. Because it looks like the Tumen road, but we were driving north and sun was west, which meant it couldn't have been the South Tumen road. So then I just got confused and I was like, okay, Tom's kind of looks like Tumen sometimes. But yeah, that is the end of the video. I don't think we got an NPC PB, right? It was like 20. Yeah, we're not getting close to that anytime soon. That was a crazy game in the video, though. Yeah, I forget which video that was, but it was somewhat recent. But yeah, I mean, we got Magadan, we got like hard to Oblast streak scores, easy to Oblast streak, but hard to get scores on Oblast. But yes, that is that. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see in the future, and thanks for watching. Peace.